I'm at 777s. And you can see today's date is March the 28th, 2021. Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. Let's go. Alrighty dighty, everybody. Here we go again. It is Tuesday, April the 20th in the year 2021. And you can see I'm at 948 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My public watch hours are at 3,718, so I'm still trucking along. Hey everybody, look at this. We made it. We got the email from YouTube. We made it to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, everybody. So here we are. This is the moment that I've been waiting for. Yay! Congratulations. You've been approved to join the YouTube Partner Program. Hey everybody, it is your girl Allie, and here I am today to tell you a little bit more about what's been happening with me. I finally made it to the level of monetization on YouTube, and this is a major milestone. It's something that I am really thankful for, and I really appreciate each and every one of you that subscribed to my channel, took time, watched videos, gave a thumbs up, even if you gave a thumbs down, because there's some things that I have to improve upon. I really appreciate it, and I would be remiss if I didn't take some time to share with you my experience in this journey. And I'll tell you what, it started back on January the 30th when I decided to go ahead and break down and set up a YouTube channel. That's actually when I did it. I set up the Gmail account and I created a YouTube channel. And I actually did get help from Fiverr. I had somebody on Fiverr help me with that, as far as what you see in the banner and that type of thing. My niece Amber, you guys have seen Amber on the channel. You haven't ever really seen any of Amber's art, but she is a great artist, and she did a little sketch in a picture or a drawing that she had done at one time that was supposed to be a drawing of me, and I decided to use that as the picture in Allie's view. So Amber created that, and I'm probably going to change my banner down the road, but telling you about my journey and my road to monetization. Whew. Like I said, it started with the creation of the channel. From there, I started working on my first video. I actually came across a video on YouTube about this chicken recipe called Lazy Man's Chicken and Rice. And it was shout out to the Myers effect. That's actually where I got the idea of how to make that particular treat. That's where I got the recipe from. And I decided to put that on my channel as my very first video. And welcome to my channel. We're gonna have fun along the way. I'm looking at the next years of my life as the best years of my life. You saw me undertake making the Lazy Man chicken, and it was quite an adventure, I have to admit. And thank you again, Amber. Thank you for stopping in on the channel. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so come along for the ride. Like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And that was on February the 4th of 2020. There had been rumors at that time about a pandemic or about this disease, coronavirus, that had started, as you guys know, over in China, and it was making its way to various places, and who knew that it was going to spread like it did, and become what it has, and we're starting to conquer it now. But anyway, I started the channel back, or did the first video on February the 4th, 2020. And from then on, my goal was to try to reach the level of monetization. Actually, I've always liked recording. Used to have I had multiple camcorders actually, when I could actually afford one. And there are videos right now that I am trying to digitize so that I can put them on Allie's View, and you guys can get a look at some of the fun things that we did and places that I visited along the way. I'm trying to get some of those digitized, and if I do, they will certainly be considered to be added here on Allie's View. But anyway, my journey to monetization. As you guys know, the requirements are that you have to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have a minimum of 4,000 watch hours in a 12-month period. The 1,000 subscribers, of course, can come at any time, but the 4,000 watch hours have to be within a 12-month period. So I have to admit that I was not consistently dropping videos like I should have, or like I planned when I came up with this idea, because I knew, like I said, I always enjoyed recording, and I just didn't end up putting videos out consistently. I will tell anybody that's thinking about creating a YouTube channel and trying to get monetized, consistency is a key. And also figuring out what it is that you like and what it is that you really want to do on your channel. My channel, this channel, Allie's View, is just all about whatever it is that I'm doing. I mean, whether I'm participating in the challenge, currently I'm in the Chris Sane Challenge, Road to 100K. And by the way, shout out to everybody that's participating in that challenge. They were real helpful, my other family members in that. Shout out to Chris for bigging me up on his channel. They were instrumental in helping propel me to the level of monetization, and I had all the learned about me from Chris. And also shout out to Chris. But consistently executing your uploads, and when you put videos out there, that helps because it assists you in getting your content out there. So I absolutely believe that that is critical. And communicate with your audience, start to see subscribers. One thing that I did early on, I started telling people in my family about it. I started telling people that I would meet. I started coming up with creative ways to make videos. Like if something went wrong in my house and I had to have a repair person come over, I would tell them about my channel, and they would say, okay, Allie, sure. They would be willing to allow me to record them. So shout out to all of those wonderful friends of mine and people that I've met along the way that allowed me to record them. Also, when I'd be in restaurants and just going places and meeting people, they will allow you. And definitely shout out to the members of my family, of whom you have seen others introduced to. But we've been in a pandemic, really been able to get out a whole lot. And there are a lot of my friends who I just haven't seen in such a long time, and I haven't been able to put them on Allie's View, but you guys will get them. Haven't really wanted to be seen on. But for those that have allowed me to show your face and have you on Allie's View, thank you so very, very much. But get the word out. Let people know that you have a channel. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to just get started. That's the key. I mean, for the longest, I was like, well, how am I gonna do this? And of course, I have an iPhone, and I actually have had one for a while. I think the thing is just the roadblocks. I want to give a special shout out to my cousin Keith. You guys heard me talk about him before. He had a channel probably 15 years ago, or not long after YouTube started. He had a channel, and I was over visiting. He lives in another state, and I was visiting, and he showed me his channel. And then, like I said, this was like 15 years ago, and I was so busy doing everything else with my blinders on, didn't really get a chance to go after it like I should have, because a lot, as you can imagine, has happened over the course of 15 years that would have made for great videos. And I could have also maintained like a video library of all these neat things that have happened over the course of that time. And I do have some recordings of it with my camcorders, but just imagine if I just taken the plunge back then, who don't live in a world where there are regrets. I wish I had to think about it, but started. If you have a smartphone, then you have what it takes to get started. 4,000 watch hours. Read through the YouTube terms of service. Make sure you understand them. I know I put a couple of videos on my channel that had music in it, and the music, the copyright content was very blessed and fortunate, and thank you YouTube. They gave me these content strikes that I need to flying away, but I can speak to what I've got to say without my little script. They were kind enough to kind of give me these little warnings in there to where I could go in and put other music on top of the music to make sure that it didn't end up stopping my video from being viewed. And that was another thing. When you get to the point where you have achieved the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours, you will receive these neat little emails shouting out, hey, congratulations, you reached 1,000 subscribers. And that is a joyous moment. It is a happy time when you get that. And you get to be even happier when you pass, well, you go in there and you create your AdSense account. For me, it only took one day. The very day that I completed read the terms of service, signed off on that, then it automatically, the YouTube back office automatically took me to apply for the AdSense. So I went in there, I filled out my information because I didn't already have an AdSense account. Filled out the information, put in my tax information. Be prepared to enter your tax information because they will ask for that. I put that information in. Also, another thing, I have to tell you this in this video because I didn't see this anywhere. You must, to get that letter in the mail, you are not going to have that information right then and there when you when you get accepted, or when you reach the 1,000 subscribers and you pass the monetization level. Well, when that was a joyous day, it really was. We went out and we celebrated enjoyed it. Make sure that you don't get disillusioned thinking that PIN number is supposed to mail you. Does not come until after the fact. Once you've set up everything giving them your name, your address, your tax information, that type of information, when you give them all of that information, they'll review it. Mine got reviewed and approved within 24 hours because the next day they were reviewing the actual channel to make sure that everything was in compliance. It took me 7 days to actually get the green light and the letter from YouTube letting me know that I was approved and accepted into the YouTube partner program. It took me that long, and I'll tell you what, I got to thinking. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh. While I had a couple of videos that were playing on my channel, they still had the little issue with copyrights. I had about 4 or 5 of them. And there's still one right now that's playing that's got music in it, and it's just not being monetized. And thank you and shout out to the people at YouTube for continuing to allow that to be played. But I went in and I just took my time, and those other 4 videos, I put YouTube music, just went in and put YouTube music over the music that was playing in the background. In some instances, it might have been in restaurants or places like that. That's generally where it can happen to you if you record in restaurants, like I did on a few videos. I went in there and put some YouTube music over it, and the next day, sure enough, that Wednesday morning, I got the green light, and happy day, and trust me. So make sure that you get any videos. You know, I hear about people that get approved in 24, 48 hours, 36 hours. Those people, issues going on with their channel. So if you have on, make sure. Now I'm at the point where I'm waiting. My PIN, once you get into it, then you go in and you will end up setting up your ads. That day that I went out to eat with my family, and we had a celebration after I got the green light, I had to go out, and they treated me, had a good little time, had a bite to eat, had fun. Met some wonderful people over at the original Pancake House. Nice people there. Shout out to Lucy. Also, when you get that email, hey, you need to go right on in there. Go in immediately and start turning the ads on. And just take your time, set aside a day if you have to, or a few hours in the day, to just go in there and on your longer videos, start adding the ad breaks for the mid-roll ads. Any videos that are over 8 minutes, you can actually put the mid-roll ads in there, and that's more money that you'll be getting. It may be 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cent, but listen, over time, that stuff will add up. At least that's what I believe. But after you start getting money and starting to make some money, then you will receive a email from them alerting you that sending you a pin, and they will send you that pin in the mail. I have not received my pin yet. When I get that, I will absolutely let you know. But right now, I have not received, as of this moment, I have not received the pin. Now, keep in mind, the 12th. Today is May 22nd. The email that they sent me told me that they mailed 10th. So you will be able to find out from me how long it takes from the time they send me that email, or sent me that email, the pin in the mail. Now, I have seen a couple channels where people say there are other ways that you can go about verifying your account, like what they want you to do to confirm that you are in fact who you say that you are. And that the money is going to be going to you. But I haven't tried that yet. I want to see whether I get it in the mail. If I don't get it in the mail, they say it could take up to 4 weeks. They do tell you that in the email. So we'll see. But anyway, that has been what my journey has been like. It's really just been a matter of trying to keep uploading through that whole process, talking to people as you meet people. Ask them whether they would be willing to sign up or whether they would be willing to subscribe. Tell them about your channel. You know, tell them what you're doing. Tell them that you're a new YouTuber and that you would love it if they would consider subscribing to your channel. I met some wonderful people. There are some delightful, delightful people everywhere. I mean, some of the people at McDonald's in the line. I have a good friend that works at a McDonald's that signed up that I met through this. Lots of nice people. I mean, they're everywhere. And you'll be surprised how many of these people are already on YouTube. So think about that. It's your girl, Allie. You are watching Allie's View. And that's what's been up with me. And that's what it's been like in my journey to monetization. So remember, I hit the level, got the email on May the 5th, 2021. I had achieved the 1,000 subscribers and reached the 4,000 watch hours in a 12-month period on that day. 7 days later, on May the 12th, that's when I got the email from YouTube telling me that I had been accepted into the partner program. Then on May the 18th, I received another email from YouTube letting me know that they had sent me in the mail the PIN number. So I'm waiting on that. That's my journey so far. It's your girl, Allie. Okay, everybody, so today is May 22nd. I just recorded that other video earlier where I was telling you that I had not received the letter. Look what came. Here it is, the Google AdSense pin. So, hey, I stand corrected. I'm literally just now walking out of the post office, and you can see it came today. So anyway, it took from the time that I sent in the, or actually received the email, which was on May the 18th. And like I said, today is the 22nd. And they said that they mailed it on May the 18th. I got the email, I think it was the 19th, I'm not sure. But anyway, the PIN information has arrived. Here it is. So I'm gonna enter that. And this has been my monetization journey. This your girl, Allie. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so.